with the Cleveland Browns. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run with Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. punt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown, Browns. Rashard Higgins from 4 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Hunt going to run for it, and he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He'll find Jones again, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On play action, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play fake. Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They run again with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, Rodgers. eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now. It's Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On play action, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Rodgers to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed.
It's caught inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Baker. And it's caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And it's complete to Adams. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished.